firecracker in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Talking about what, how he looked after the firecracker went off.
Yeah.
But yes, the real story is Howard, Howard drunk up everything he get hold of. And he come in over there right before Christmas, and he brought a grocery bag full of firecrackers. Then remember you could buy a great big brick of them.
Yeah.
As many as you get in a grocery bag, every time he brought them. And they was lighting them firecrackers over there, boy, they had a heyday of setting them firecrackers off. And they light packages of them at a time.
Yeah.
Well, after a few days there, they had firecrackers and paper all over the yard, and a whole bunch of them didn't go off and had a short fuse, about a quarter inch or half inch to a quarter.
Yeah.
Well, after they run out of firecrackers, see, they went picking them up. Well, did you ever see Hobart? Had polio, got that little bitty arm.
No.
He got one arm half again as big as would have been, cause it had everything you don't. Now the other little hand you can't hardly do that.
We made some lunch for everyone.
You did?
Yes, some pancakes.
Whoa. Come here.
They was giving them firecrackers up and had them old country matches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he couldn't hold it like Jim did. He couldn't hold the firecracker and strike a match and light it. He put the firecracker in his mouth and struck it, and he lit it. He was going to light it and throw it. Well, the fuse was that long. When he lit it, it went on. His lips was bigger than my thumb, and they was black. And boy, I mean, it turned his mouth inside out. Now,
Hey, Wendy, that's what?
old Hobart, he looked out.
Lunch is almost done. Do you want some pancakes?
Huh?
Want some pancakes?
Who's cooking?
Me and Kenna.
Oh.
They're good.
Huh?
They're good pancakes.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'll wait till Tina and them comes in, then I'll
Do
get
you want some pancakes then? Why?
I'm not hungry. I ate some tuna. Get him, Cedric.
Do you want some pancakes?
No, thank you,
but anyway, Rick, DuPont, the DuPont people had all them big chemical plants.
Yeah.
That old guy that owned all that, he's the one that was the main owner and controller of all of it. When he died, his wife,
This is pancake mix.
she took over.
Fell all over my
when
pants.
she took over, the first thing she done is they had to hire handicapped people. And Hobart, and they had that plant down there at Wortland. And Hobart went right in there and went to work and retired there. Hadn't been Brad, he never would have got a job, see.
Yeah.
He lives up Catlettsburg. Jim's up in Michigan. Jim retired from one of the automakers up in Michigan. Jim went to work up there in the car plant. And, Eddie Burton and Jerry Wayne, Dolores' boy down there,
Yeah.
they all worked up there in that plant. All of them retired. Well, they shut that plant down before Eddie and Jerry Wayne had enough time in to retire.
Yeah.
And they just built that Toyota plant down in Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
And they went down there and finished out their retirement deal. As soon as they got the time in, they retired and went to Tennessee and bought houses in a subdivision down there. Jerry Wayne and Eddie did. But Eddie married a girl raised around there where Wayne Gillum lived. All the Dunn girls.
Yeah.
Jerry Wayne married one up in Michigan. Well, I reckon JP and them will get their pipe cut and put back today.
I don't know.
Take him about 3 or 4 hours to get here once they get done. And according to how that goes, to how quick they get it put back. But they'll work on it until, if they cut it, they'll be there till ever how long it takes till they get it back. Have to get it back together, and weld has to pass the X-ray and all that. If it don't pass, you gotta cut her and do it again.
I think about ready or what?
Yep, getting close.
Well, I wish you'd had a longer weekend.
Well, we got a pretty good one. Pretty good one.
Pretty good weather for it, really, wasn't it?
Yep.
I can't believe you're all in there working in the wrong yard, Ricky.
Yeah.
Boy, I bet they got assist, didn't it? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't have.
Is today the only day she worked there in that yard?
She was there. She went and looked at it yesterday, I guess, or some other time. She went
And then,
to see what kind of
but
job.
today's the first day she worked in that yard and did the wrong one. Boy,
But I set that emergency brake on that truck, and whenever she realized that we was at the wrong house and had to move driveways, she couldn't get the emergency brake off, and she had big black marks and spin marks up and down both driveways. Tore the grass up. Boy.
that was Betty, wasn't it? Betty come over here that day, that little old car. Her and that buddy of hers, that one, they pulled up there and she won't know if I'd turn that car around. She was yakking with Tina there and all. I backed that car up, backed up there on the grade. I pulled that emergency brake up, sitting there on that grade. And then she got in the car and I told her, I said, now you'll have to release that emergency brake. And I mean, it was on the console, you know. She's looking all down to the left. She never had used emergency brake. I said, no, it's over in the middle. Well, she got a hold of that thing, and you know how you have to push that button and release it. Well, she couldn't. I had to get in and take the emergency brake off before she could go. You don't use emergency brake. Yeah. She's got that screen, got that backup camera. She still can't back up. I said, all you gotta do is keep between the lines. You had a picture of the whole, everything behind you anyway, you hadn't. I got that truck there and I drove it over at Betty's one day and of course when I was backing up, I was looking in the mirrors. And then when I quit looking in the mirror to put it in forward gear, I heard that picture. I never paid no attention. It wouldn't even notice if I hadn't spotted it.
Yeah, I had to back her truck up to clear a path where she was wanting to put all the sticks and leaves and grass she'd pulled. And I backed the truck up, and that driveway is so steep, you're looking out the windshield like that, and I thought, dang on, I better set the emergency brake before I get out of there.
Yeah.
Sitting here like that.
Yeah. That tells you. Well, see, most times they don't never set emergency brake here. They pulled up there. You know how it gets sometimes when it snows and they run over it and they get big slick. They pull up there and come back out here and the truck's sitting down there in that tree. And thought somebody moved it.
Well, Ricky, you wanna load up and go with us?
Well, I would, but I better stay here and keep these here critters all happy.